situation with the Titans where we were talking about this with Mike from the Titans Wire on Monday, but the desperate situation at wide receiver. Now, we could go back to a certain wide receiver that John Robinson had traded for. And I kind of want you to just hit on what you're talking about before the show and how it's affected the future for the Titans and now.
Well, I mean, this Julio Jones trade just keeps hurting the team. I mean, it's not over with. The pain from that trade keeps coming. And I get why J-Rob did it. He was swinging for the fences. He wanted to win the Super Bowl. I mean, Amy has made it perfectly clear she wants to win the Super Bowl sooner rather than later. And so he was going for it, and I understand it. But we all know he overpaid, right? We all agree he overpaid. No one else was gonna give that much. No one else was giving a second-round pick for Julio Jones. So they lost the second-round pick last year. They don't have a fourth-round pick this year. But then the other aspect that we've got is you've got players, multiple players on this team, Tannehill, Byard, who restructured their deals to fit this under the cap and to give them some cap space because they brought him in. And so it just, Byard's cap number is $20 million. Tannehill's is like 36 or something like million now. And that's because they had to restructure their deals and push it forward. And it has them in a tough spot now. So this deal, which didn't work out, you could say, that's all in hindsight, but it's had long-term effects on the team and effects that are still being felt, in my opinion. I mean, fourth-round picks, you can say, it's a fourth-round pick. That's a lot to throw in with a second-rounder. Dave Stewart was a fourth-round pick. I mean, there's good players to be had there.
Yeah, there is, man. And wasn't Jayon Brown a fourth-round pick?
He was a fifth-round pick, yeah.
He was a fifth-round pick. And then David Long, I can't remember
pick.
what.
David Long was actually the draft pick they got, in the throw-in pick they got in the Ryan Tannehill trade.
Oh, okay.
That was the pick they got. What they send? I think they sent a 4 to the Dolphins for Tannehill and a 6.
Yeah,
that's what
6. It was.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, it's amazing how that does keep affecting the team. And I mean, at the time, I was excited. Everybody was excited. You're bringing on Julio Jones, a guy that at the time, would you consider it a bad trade?
Look, if they win the Super Bowl, it's not.
Right.
I mean, if you win the Super Bowl, then it all pays off. And look, I don't think Julio Jones is why they didn't beat the Bengals. I mean, obviously, the quarterback had a bad day. They had a team to go and win it all. They just didn't do it. And so like I said, I get what J-Rob did. It didn't work out, and then the Rams did all they did, okay, and they won the Super Bowl. So everybody can put up with last year because they got their trophy. When you don't get the trophy, the chances you take, the problems you put yourself in, to make that run, don't look as good. And so that's the job, and that's what goes with the job. Unfortunately, if you don't hoist the trophy, you look like a chowderhead.